Okay, let's get started. First, you'll need a medium-sized saucepan with boiling water in there, and then you can put a medium-sized bowl over that, or whatever double boiler you have, whatever situation you have, and you can add the carob chips. These are Sunspire unsweetened carob chips. Then to that, we want to add a cup of butter or 2 sticks of butter. Also could be half a pound of butter. And you could cut these up beforehand, but I had a handy knife here, so I just cut them up in the bowl. It works pretty well. Stir the carob chips and the butter. It takes a while and you want to keep your eye on it. You want to stir it pretty much constantly. Just stir it until it's well blended. Here we have a smooth, silky mixture. Okay, that's done. Now we're bringing it over and we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. We have 3 cups of sweetener. Now I used 2 cups of fruit sweet and a cup of maple syrup. You can add stevia, I have that there, or you can just do 3 cups of fruit sweet. Whatever combination you'd like, it's going to work. It's not a problem. Just blend that in. Now we're adding 3 eggs. And I found that if you beat the eggs beforehand, it's not as good. So here you just want to blend those eggs in, stir them in till they're well mixed. Here goes the second egg. Stir that one in, and the third egg. Once you have that blended, now we're adding half a cup of carob powder. You could also do half a cup of cocoa unsweetened powder, or you could do a mixture, a 1/4 cup of carob and a 1/4 cup of cocoa. Once that's well blended, we're going to add salt. Now that's up to you again. I probably had about half a teaspoon of salt in here, or 3/4 of a teaspoon. Just adjust it to your preference. After that comes 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now you can use pastry flour, whole wheat pastry flour, stone ground whole wheat flour, whatever you prefer. Just put that in. And as you notice, I didn't put the whole cup in. Put in half or 3/4. And once that's integrated fairly well, you can put the rest in. Then comes the last and final ingredient, 8 ounces or a cup or a little more than a cup, whatever you prefer, of nuts. And here I'm using pecans. You can use walnuts, you can use almonds, or you can do a mixture of walnuts and pecans and almonds. Whatever you like, just dump it in there, mix it up, and we're ready to put it in the pan and bake it. Now I really like to keep the mess down. It's easy to clean. Here, so I get a piece of wax paper, cut the corners so it'll fit well in your pan. This is a 8 by 16. And I butter it first. This just saves so much washing and scrubbing pots and pans. So nice. Next, you want to add the wax paper. And you don't have to use butter here. You can use spray, whatever you're used to using. And then I butter it again. And once you've got that all done, you want to pour your batter in, and your oven should be preheated to 350 degrees. Just put that in the oven about the middle rack and set the timer for 40 minutes, give or take a little, depending on where you live. And after 40 minutes, it should be all done. Make sure you have your pot holders. It's really hot. Turning off the timer and the light. Now here I just got out a cooling rack, and you can remove this right out of the pan by just grabbing onto the wax paper. Now I have to admit I didn't wait for this to cool. I was so eager to get a taste and also give a piece to my dad. So this is going out to my dad. Well, hey Dad, how were those brownies?
Boy, they were terrific. Thank you so much.
Let's see your plate.
I finished it all up. Can you get me another piece?
Okay, everyone, I just wanted to let you know about some of the special ingredients in this recipe, what makes it special. The first thing are the unsweetened carob chips. These are no sugar at all in the ingredients, and they're naturally sweet. So I can show you the ingredients here. We have non-fat milk powder, carob powder, whey powder, palm kernel oil, and soy lecithin. So I use a bag of unsweetened carob chips. I use Wax Orchard's fruit juice blend for baking and cooking. Fruit sweet. It says this is diabetic friendly. And I generally use the full amount. If it says 1 cup of sugar, I'll use 1 cup of fruit sweet. The other thing I use in place of chocolate is carob powder, all natural carob powder. If you want to use chocolate, it's a little stronger, a little bitter than carob, you can get unsweetened cocoa.